If you think the French Quarter is the best place to visit in New Orleans, then this is what you don't know about New Orleans. Being born and raised here, we don't go to the French Quarter very often because we know that some of the best spots in New Orleans are just outside of the French Quarter. In this series, I'd like to share with you some of our favorite spots beyond the bustle of Bourbon Street. Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a local real estate agent, and today we're diving into a hidden gem that many visitors overlook, the New Orleans Lakefront. Only a 10-minute drive from the French Quarter, the New Orleans Lakefront stretches along the northern edge of Lake Pontchartrain. Going down Lakeshore Drive offers stunning views, peaceful spaces, and a whole lot of activities for everyone. Here you'll find miles of scenic walking and biking paths, perfect for those who love the outdoors. It's one of the best places to catch a sunrise or sunset over the water. Heading towards West End, the first stop is the Lighthouse, which stands at the entrance to the new Basin Canal, and directly next door, local favorite seafood restaurants Landry's and the Blue Crab. Originally built in 1838, the lighthouse was heavily damaged during Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. It was reconstructed and reopened in 2013, and part of the lighthouse can be toured Monday through Saturday, 10 to 4. The new Basin Canal was hand-dug in the 1800s by thousands of mostly Irish workers. They were only paid $1 a day. And unfortunately, many died during the construction. Originally 6 miles long, it was filled in 100 years later, except for this half-mile long stretch, which was an extension added in the 1920s. If you're a history buff, the whole story is quite interesting. I'm going to put a link to the full story below. One of the best things about this area are the places to eat, and just steps away from the lighthouse is Landry's Seafood Restaurant. So let's take a look inside. Landry serves classics like crawfish etouffee, red beans and rice, and seafood gumbo, but my favorite here has to be the New Orleans crawfish bread. They have a large dining area and also a bar. They also have this spacious outdoor area to sit and enjoy your food and drinks on a nice day. I've put a quick look through their menu here, but I'll also put a link in the description below. Right next door to Landry's is one of our favorite spots, the Blue Crab. A fun fact is that you'll notice that these restaurants are built on the second floor. This is for hurricane and storm surge protection. This leaves lots of space open downstairs for seating and taking in water views. And if you come to the Blue Crab or the next spot I'll show you, Felix's, during the spring or summer months, they make good use of this space by offering free live music on the weekend. You may want to bring a hand fan if it's summer. On beautiful days, you'll also see lots of boats, and you can park your yacht here and go inside and grab a bite to eat and a drink and get right back on the water. It's an overall fun atmosphere downstairs, and sometimes my husband and I like to hit the dance floor. But if it's too hot or loud for you, there's always an air-conditioned restaurant upstairs. And speaking of yachts, one summer we kept seeing the same yacht parked in the same spot. The name of the yacht is Candy World, so I looked it up online, and lo and behold, it was for sale. I don't sell yachts, but I do sell houses. I thought it would be fun to take a look inside. And this is what $1.3 million will get you in the yachting world. Sorry to say, it may have been sold because it's no longer there. On their menu, one of my favorite things is the crab meat au gratin. Leaving the Blue Crab about a block down is our next favorite spot, Felix's. This is where in the spring and summer months you will also find free live bands downstairs. However, you won't need to bring a hand fan because they have big ass fans. Literally, that's the name. This is a view of Felix's from across the Basin Canal, the next stop I'll bring you to. And in case you were wondering, here's a sampling of some of the music that the live bands play. On the day that I filmed this, all of these places were closed down because it was Martin Luther King Day, but here's a look around what the inside of downstairs looks like. And one of my favorite things on their menu has to be the Royal Reds. These are shrimp, but dipped in butter, they taste like little lobsters. Next, let's take a drive around to the other side of the New Basin Canal, where you'll find the boat launch and the point, as well as the New Orleans Marina and Weston Park. Weston Park is here on the left. It's a small park of just a few acres, but it has lots of grassy space for playing catch or throwing a frisbee. It also has biking or walking paths, benches, and views of the marina, making it a popular spot for relaxation, fishing, and picnicking. It also has this small lake in the park that has this little bridge that goes over the water. I know it looks like grass, but that's just water in the summertime around here. Across from the park and coming up on the right is JB's Fuel Dock. Unlike all of the other restaurants we've seen, this is not a seafood restaurant, but rather serves pizza, sandwiches, and salads. It's a great spot to hang out on a sunny day, and you can bring your dog and listen to the music coming from Felix's. Everyone has their own preference when it comes to pizza, but our favorite is the garlic and red pepper pizza. Leaving JB's Fuel Dock, you can see the Blue Crab, Landry's, and the Lighthouse across the way, heading to the Yacht Club. The Southern Yacht Club is the second oldest yacht club in the United States and has been a social and recreational hub of New Orleans elite for over 175 years. And if you're a member of a cooperating yacht club, you're welcome to use the facilities here. Now we are heading to the point, and you'll see we are passing by what we call boat houses. Here we have boat houses that store boats, and you can also live in them. Hope that makes sense, but hey, this is Louisiana, where a lot of things don't make sense. The point is pretty much a small strip sticking out into the lake, which makes it a great place for watching waves, especially when a storm is moving in. When a storm moves in, there are huge swells and white caps that hit the walls, and water splashes high into the air and overflows onto the point. It's a pretty spectacular sight to see. But on a nice day, this is a beautiful place to come out and fish, watch the sailboats, or just take in the awesome scenery that is Lake Pontchartrain. The point is also considered a pretty romantic spot to visit and watch the sunset. As a matter of fact, my husband and I actually met here for the first time many moons ago, and we still like to drive through today for the memories. Heading back down the road past the boathouses on the right-hand side, we come up to the boat launch. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is where you would come to launch your boat or jet ski. As you leave West End, coming up on the right-hand side used to be West End Park. Here there were several restaurants and nightclubs built on piers over the lake. But heavy winds and the high water due to Hurricane Katrina destroyed these structures, and these piers are the only remnants left behind. But West End does offer other restaurants, such as Arno's, known for its po' boys and seafood platters, Russell's Marina Grill, Lakeview Harbor, Two Tony's for Italian, Ming's for Chinese, and this bed and breakfast called Rose Manor Inn. And that's about it for your tour of the Lakefront area. Hope you've enjoyed the tour. Whether you're planning on moving here or just coming for a visit, these are some of the most beautiful spots in the city that are often overlooked.